I think it's fair to say that we in the United Kingdom love our sport. We play all the sports under the sun, from wrestling to weightlifting and from cricket to curling. We even have a national Quidditch team. The hype has been even bigger recently with the success of last year's Olympic Games in London and with the ongoing preparations for the Glasgow Commonwealth Games next year. It takes a lot of work to make these sports competitions as successful as they are, and science plays a huge part. No sports event would be possible without the participation of eager and talented athletes, but behind them are their coaches, their fans, their families, and science. We're going to have a look at a few athletes that compete in various sporting fields and how science has helped their health and performance and how it has improved their sport. We'll be looking at their training, the science and the equipment they use, and the main muscles used in their sport. Laura Trott, nicknamed Trotty, is an extremely talented track cyclist. She won 2 gold medals at London 2012 and has won a total of 4 gold medals and 1 silver medal over the past 3 years at World Championship level. She was born with a collapsed lung and was diagnosed with asthma, so doctors recommended her to take up sport to improve her breathing. A typical Olympic track cyclist does about 20 hours of training per week, but it could be as much as 30 during an intensive training period. Science in cycling is mainly used to reduce air drag on the athletes and their equipment. The area, shown here in red, is slowing the athlete down, so the scientists try and divert the air over the cyclist. They wear skin suits and teardrop-shaped helmets. Their track bikes have disc wheels to reduce air drag on the spokes. The main muscles used in cycling are quadriceps and hamstrings. Usain Bolt, known as the Lightning Bolt, is often called the fastest man in the world. He's also the highest paid athlete in the world. He currently holds the world record for the 100 metres, the 200 metres, and the 4x100 metres record with his team for Jamaica. He trains for 3 to 4 hours every day, 4 days a week. He eats up to 6 meals a day, made up of 60% protein, 30% carbohydrates, and 10% fat. His favourite meal, however, is a KFC bargain bucket. Sprinters wear lycra gear with tiny holes to let in cool air and hold in warm air if needed. They use their core, abdominal muscles, their quads, and their hamstrings whilst they are sprinting. Stuart Hogg is a rugby player for the Scottish national team and for the Glasgow Warriors. He was born in Melrose in Bonnie, Scotland. He has had 14 caps, otherwise called appearances, for Scotland and 36 for the Glasgow Warriors. When rugby players train, they begin with stretching their muscles, mainly the ones in their legs. Then they move on to power exercises such as squats and star jumps. After that, they move on to skill drills for things such as passing, kicking, and tackling. Rugby players have very strong hamstring and calf muscles, as well as strong muscles in the shoulders. Rugby boots are high around the ankle to provide support and to prevent injury, and the ball is waterproof to help it against slipping out of the player's hands. Here we have a rugby player performing a tackle. He starts running. As the ball carrier approaches the tackler gets into a squatting position with a boxing stance with his hands. He patters his feet quickly for agility. In this squatting position, the quadricep is relaxing in an elongated shape as the hamstring contracts tightly. These muscles work together to bend the knee. As the tackler's shoulder meets the waist of the ball carrier, the tackler's legs begin to straighten, and using the calf muscles and the upper back muscles, help the tackler move from a low body position to drive to a high body position. This drives the ball carrier back, and the tackler drives his legs to take him further. When kicking the ball, the performer holds the ball at waist height. He takes small steps to steady himself. When dropping the ball, he bends his left leg back. Again, the quadricep relaxes and the hamstring contracts. The right leg is in a strong standing position with the quadricep contracting. This time, the hamstring relaxing. The left leg follows through the ball, for more power. The right leg stays in the same position as the muscles in the upper leg on the left leg change position. Science in sport has come a long way, even in the last 10 years. New equipment, clothing and training methods are being developed all the time, improving the health and performance of our athletes. This recent Olympics in London has been the best performance for Great Britain for over 100 years, with Team GB winning 29 gold medals in total. We have just over a year until the next big sporting event, the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, so who knows where science will have taken us by then.